this is a great point for me because you'll say, okay, well, whether I'm long or short, I want my average position to be as close to that number as possible. So this way, it doesn't really matter about the cycle. If it goes to 30 cents or something happens with the economy or there isn't a bailout or a debt ceiling or whatever the case may be, you're not going to be that far in the red, and you can potentially always be in the green when you're closer to that bottom. Welcome back, YouTube. And today we have a red light special in the stock market. I'm not sure if you've heard of the Kmart blue light special where things are on sale. Well, in the stock market, red means go. So today we have a red light special and pretty much everything is red. Dow, crypto, everything is down. So this is one of the best times for you to go and pick up your favorite crypto, your favorite stocks. If you don't have an entry, if you're looking to average down, this is a great time. And that's primarily what we're going to talk about today is averaging down and getting like those entry points. And this is whether you're long or if you are in a short position. And I'm going to dive a little bit more into the buying the dip concept and how you can actually be effective with that. Now, normally in the market, because I've been seeing in the community, people are saying that, oh, Doge is getting hit harder than the other ones. And the crypto market, or it's down, or I'm going to wait, or I'm going to sell out my positions. It's taking too long. We need some action. And normally I'll say that, okay, well, the entire market's down. Bitcoin is down. Follow the trends. They all pretty much rise and flow together. The institutional money still controls the market. So if the major factors go down, if the Dow goes down, the market is typically going to go down with it. If Bitcoin goes down, the market is typically going to go down with it. And that's true. But we're not going to focus primarily on that today. Specifically with Dogecoin, but this approach works with any crypto or any stock as far as for averaging down. But with Dogecoin, I like when Dogecoin has the corrections or the market goes down and it dips into the teens, because we get closer to that historic floor or that 85 to 90% window. And I love when it gets there because we get a bounce 100% of the time. And within like the next few weeks, typically we get a rebound of around like 15 to 30%. So this is what I really like. And if you have a DCA of around 40 cents or if you bought in like on the last bull run, this is how you effectively buy the dip and get your DCA down. Because I know a lot in the community, we say, oh, buy the dip, and it'll drop by 5% or so from where you purchased, where you pretty much had your entry point. And they'll say, buy the dip, and then you buy or you put a bunch of money in there, and your DCA really doesn't move. So when we have a big move down, you'll be in the red by a lot. And that's because you did buy the dip, quote unquote, because a dip is like literally a decrease in price, but it wasn't effective enough to bring your DCA down so that you can still increase your position by a lot and also still be in the green when we have a harsh correction. So that's why on this channel, I'm usually always pointing out buying the floors, looking for support levels. And inside of itself, that's not enough, but those are great points to make sure that you're not just buying sporadically and you're being effective with bringing your DCA down. Because once you have these floors and you see historically that, okay, well, since Doge's high of 72 cents, we have always consistently bounced between the 16 and the 19 cents range, and before we'd rally back out of that again. So this is a great point for me because you'll say, okay, well, whether I'm long or short, I want my average position to be as close to that number as possible. So this way, it doesn't really matter about the cycle. If it goes to 30 cents or something happens with the economy or there isn't a bailout or a debt ceiling or whatever the case may be, you're not going to be that far in the red, and you can potentially always be in the green when you're closer to that bottom. But I know there's a lot of bad practices in the community, and typically people will buy in, wherever, and they'll say, okay, well, this is supposed to moon and it's taking too long, therefore it's a scam, so I'm going to sell, or say a bunch of negative stuff online. There's cycles in everything. But when you are being effective and, like if you have a DCA around 40 cents or 30 cents and you're able to, average down at around 50% or 40% of your current DCA, that is how you effectively bring down your dollar cost average. 5 or 10%, you're going to have to spend an absolute fortune to even bring your DCA down just a little bit. But when you start buying at 40–50% below your current DCA, you're going to be very effective with getting your overall costs down. And if you want to buy at support levels, if you have like some extra cash, you want to buy at like support levels, if we get a few good bounces, like at the 25 cents range or 23 cents range like we did, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with buying at support levels. But just keep in mind that if, depending on where your DCA is, if you're long, yeah, of course, the coin count is what's going to matter most. But if you're being effective and saying, okay, I'm short term, or I don't have a conviction in this investment, I'm not really sure, then you will probably come out best waiting for a harsher correction of 10% or greater compared to where you currently are. So that way you can effectively bring your dollar cost average down. But if you're treating it like a long-term investment, you say, hey, I'm going to put a little bit in regardless. And this goes for any stock, any crypto. You're going to, of course, long-term, the most stocks matter, and the crypto is going to, your coin count is going to matter. But being effective as far as to bring your DCA down, you're going to want to be more strategic. I'm going to place a calculator in the description section that'll kind of give you an average of what you need to do to bring your DCA down to a certain number. So that way you don't have to do a lot of guesswork. You can plug it in and say, I want to bring my DCA down to 19 cents. Here's the amount of coins I bought at 30 cents, 40 cents, how many coins I need to buy at 19 cents to bring my average down to 22 cents. And it'll give you that number. I think it's very helpful, so I'm going to put that in the description for everyone. So before anyone starts say anything negative or look, the market's red, relax, nothing has changed or is there any major catalyst? And we just got word from the CEO of AMC that we're going to potentially work on like a partnership as far as being able to go to the movies and get that utility that we need with Dogecoin. That's one of the biggest catalysts for Dogecoin. This is absolutely huge, and this can literally be the bridge that we have into other businesses and other major areas. AMC is literally the largest movie theater chain in the world. So this can literally be that bridge that we have to have utility across the board. So the people, as far as for having like mass markets and businesses inside of Dogecoin, the people that have these positions and have these low DCAs, they're going to be greatly rewarded. So nothing has changed. I'm a huge advocate for utilization. I've been saying this since even before the last bull run ended. We need utilization in Dogecoin. If we're pushing for it to be a currency and have it be traded, it is not to be treated like Bitcoin or a store of value. So this is what we need in order to make that happen. So I'm very excited for this. I believe the community is very excited for this. So we're definitely going to push and make sure this happens. That's all I have for this video. I hope you found value. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have all the details in the description section to get free stocks valued up to $2,000. Join the Telegram and some of my most popular videos. So thank you all. I appreciate you. And until next time.